even if you didn't want to pull from those savings, let's say you wanted to use those savings for something else, those savings to invest, and it's a necessity of what it is in that house or wherever that you need to fix. At least you have the money because you didn't spend it on stupid stuff, you know? And I feel like that also goes with taking risks too. You always want to have money saved for a rainy day. Why? Because anything can happen. When you always don't have money left to spend, right? Like in the last video with the car, get a 2008 Toyota Corolla or the smallest and the cheapest Mercedes of a CLA Class 250. Logically, you should only get luxury things or luxury vehicles, especially if you could pay it in cash. That's the only time you should get a luxury. If you got to put a down payment on a luxury, that's your sign you ain't in the financial position that you need, it. That's not good, you know. And then depending on how much that car is, the minimal down payment, yeah, you're screwed. You're cooked. You got more important things to worry about, honestly, than trying to get a luxury car that you can't really afford in full. When you can purchase it in full, that's when you can afford it. And then Lord knows the maintenance. If you got a car, no car insurance, and then something happens to the vehicle and the maintenance and the repairs and the parts, oh yeah, you're screwed big time. Because the money that you have for the car note or the car insurance, I mean, yeah, you still need car insurance, but if you have a car note, if you minus the car note, you pay for it in cash, you actually will have extra money for certain repairs depending on what the repair is. And luxury repairs are always going to be more than traditional cars, even if they share the same parts, like Nissan and Infiniti, or Toyota and Lexus. I don't know if Mercedes or BMW, I feel like they're on their own low key, but I'm not sure. But you get what I'm saying. If a luxury vehicle and a standard vehicle share the same parts, then you probably, if you didn't know, now you know. Then it's like, how come that is? Well, business wise, one of them most likely brought out the other, or just made the same everything model and design and just slapped the fancy name on it. And why did they slap a fancy name on it? It has meaning behind it. That could be an actual person that we just don't know, ever heard of. There's so many different reasons why those two scenarios are the way they are. Like, for real. I think the problem is people want to fit in so bad and want to live a lifestyle that they can't maintain because they haven't taken the time and the discipline to get to where they need to get to actually earn it. They didn't earn it. They just want to look like they earn it. They want to look like they're cool. But it's like, who are you impressing? I feel like everyone has their own problems, so it's like, who are you impressing? It's just save your money for good things. If for rent, if you're renting, or even if you don't rent, you live with your parents, or if you have your own house, right? What if something breaks in the house? Or something goes out, some breaks, needs to be replaced. That, even if you didn't want to pull from those savings, let's say you wanted to use those savings for something else, those savings to invest, and it's a necessity of what it is in that house or, wherever that you need to fix, at least you have the money because you didn't spend it on stupid stuff, And I feel like that also goes with taking risks too. That's why I take risks now. Because, even with this, I take risks with this because it's just something that I know I'm gonna enjoy doing, and it's just another way, it's another path, and I know I'm gonna go all out in it, and that's just me. You got to find out your calling, your purpose in life, whatever that may be, and you got to take that risk, especially while you're young. You don't have a lot of expenses. You don't have too many responsibilities. You have a few responsibilities, and then you don't have bills, when you're younger. So you might as well try different things, take different risks, but people don't think ahead to see what they really want to do, throughout their high school years. And it's just crazy, so that's why like you have to save for a rainy day. Something happen or injury, hospital. That medical bill is going to be outrageous. You already know it. Your medical insurance, if that helps, right? Because insurance will be acting stingy sometimes. So even if they cover a portion of it, depending on what the injury was and how long you're in that hospital, those different lying factors, you just want to have enough money saved up to where that type of expense won't even be much of a problem. I feel like you got to focus on your health first, because health is wealth. Without your health, you can't build or gain wealth. You just can't. You have to be healthy. You have to be in the right state of mind. You have to be in shape and have the excess energy to go after your goals and to go put in the work. So that's what you got to do. And then no matter how rich you are, rich people can go broke so quick. The difference between rich and wealthy is it's easier to get rich than wealthy because rich requires discipline. You might have done some things, taken risks, or done things that weren't the brightest things to do, right? Maybe you don't have a positive reputation, but you were able to get money. A lot of it, millions, right? So now you're rich, right? But how much can you keep? It's not how much money you make, it's how much money you keep. But yes, you want to make as much money as possible, but you also want to keep it. The reason that the people say more money, more problems is because, most people can't keep the money they have. Usually that's what happens when you get rich quick. You don't understand the sacrifice. You don't understand the grinding, to put in the effort, to put in the work, to have that discipline, to keep going before you even hit it big. For me to keep going, it's something I love or want to do, and I'm not seeing much results from it. I mean, that says a lot, and sometimes that's really what real passion is. Of course, every so often you got to analyze, see what's going on, see what's wrong, or see if you need to switch anything, trying different things. That's the era where you got to try different things, and see what works, see what sticks, give it some time, and then it'd be like, okay, certain things work a little bit, just keep trying different things, different methods. It's going to get exhausting as heck. It will be. All right. But that's what you got to do in business, right? Like, because this right here, YouTube is a business. So it's just one of those things where when you get to where you want to get to, you have to have some sort of savings left over at least 6 months to a year, just in case something happens, something unexpected. And I mean, if you have all those savings and nothing bad happens, I mean, that's just more money to put and invest in other things that can increase your money over time. Start putting your money to work in different things, obviously doing your research and, just searching and being adventurous instead of splurging and buying nonsense just to look cool for people and fake paparazzi like you're the biggest celebrity known to mankind. But that's the end of this video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Comment, like, subscribe, comment down any other future videos you may want to see. If this resonated with you or, even helped you look at, certain things from a different perspective and not trying to fit in with society, save it, watch it later, share this with anybody else who needs to hear this for real. And until next time, I'm going to see you on the next one.